This is Laura, City Scrapper. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. Today I have a haul for you. I had a really great time. I went with my husband to a scrapbooking convention in Syracuse, New York, and it was hosted by Too Much Fun Promotions. I had gone to this scrapbooking convention. It's actually a scrapbooking and rubber stamp convention, and I went to it in a different location a few years ago before the pandemic, and I was really in the mood to go to a place where I could actually see the products and pick them up and look at them before buying them. I really like buying online, but there's just something really incredibly wonderful about being able to see the items and look at them and hold them in my hands before I purchase them. So I bought a number of things at this scrapbooking convention, and I wanted to share with you what I bought. So here we go. One of the booths was Marco's Paper and Crafts, and they had a special. And if you bought a certain number of distress inks or distress oxides, you got them at a somewhat reduced price. And I was happy that I could finally fill out the rest of my distress oxide collection. I use distress oxides constantly. I really didn't expect that, and so I felt like I should just, while I was there, pick up these last few colors that I do not have in my collection. So I'm glad to finally have them. I don't have too many distress inks in the large size. I would like to have them in the larger size. I'm not a huge fan of those little tiny, I think they're like 1 inch or so ink pads. I do like the bigger ones though. So I picked up a couple of colors. I don't have too many of them, so I'm just really starting my distress ink collection, even though these have been around for a long time. And then the distress oxides I have finally completed, and I was really happy to find them and see all the colors. I also bought this stencil. This was 79 cents or something about in that area. It was definitely less than $1, and I thought that I would definitely get good use out of the stencil. Anytime there are leaves, I end up using those stencils on my layouts. So that's what I picked up from Marco's Paper and Crafts. Another booth that I went to was Technique Junkies. They had so many beautiful things there. I'm not much of a stamper. The only things I really regularly stamp on my layouts are backgrounds. So I didn't pick up too many stamps, but they had so many beautiful, very unique and original stamps. And they were like the nicest people. I spoke to 2 different people in the booth, and they just both stood out as just really, really nice, kind, sweet people. I really enjoyed speaking with them. So I did pick up this 6x6 inch stencil, and I just know I'll use this. I love when stencils are kind of irregular like this, when they are not a symmetrical pattern. And then I love little tiny dots. I use stencils like that a lot. So I definitely thought that this was a good addition to my stash. And then I picked up 2 of their background stamps. I got paint rings and crosshatch scratches, and I thought that these would be great for, as I said, the backgrounds. I like the circles, and then I really liked these lines, and I could see both of these making some really cool backgrounds. So I really enjoyed shopping in this particular booth and meeting all the really nice people that worked there. Another booth at the convention that I never heard of before was called Creek Bank Creations. I picked up a number of their original dies. This one is probably more for card making. It says Happy Birthday, and it has a whole bunch of these little, I guess you'd call them kind of confetti pieces or streamers in the center, and I really love these. So I mainly picked it up for that, but I could also see using this as a frame for a photo. I also picked up this pine branch die set, and I use pine branches a lot in my layouts, and I just happen to really like these. I like the different sizes, and I just think that this will be a good addition to my pine branch stash. So I picked that one up. And then these were very different. I never saw anything like these dies before, so I picked these up too. And they had a special. They were running a special like buy a certain number and get a certain number for free. I guess one for free. I don't remember exactly what the special was. Maybe buy 3, get the 4th one free, something like that. In any case, I really liked these. They're very different. These are very, very large shapes that you can make for your layouts. They had an example there, and I just thought it was very different. You could just layer these on your page. I wanted to try them out, and like I said, they were very original, something I hadn't seen before. And then I really liked this very, very big banner, and so I picked that up as well. I do have some longer plates. I think I know where they are, that I could use to do some die cutting with these. I picked up some other things from them. They have this, and again, this is for a shaker, and I might use it for a shaker, but I will probably just use these little hearts on my pages, just use some glossy accents and attach them down. They have quite a few in here, and they're all different colors, and I think they're super pretty, so I picked those up. There were some clearance items in that booth, and I was there on the second day, and there were a lot of empty spots where there were probably some other clearance items, but that's okay. I am happy with what I found. I found this Simple Stories Life is Beautiful, very small ephemera pack. This is what is in this pack, and I have some of the embellishments and the papers for this collection, so I thought I would pick this up. It was only $1.50. One of my favorite collections from the past few years is the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Coastal collection, and they had a couple of pieces of paper from that collection. I love these flamingos. And then on the other side is this pattern paper. So I picked up 4 of these for 50 cents each. They also had this sticker sheet. I picked up 2 of these for $1.50. I don't think I have the sticker sheet. I have a number of papers and embellishments from that collection, but I really don't think that I have the sticker sheet, so I was really happy to find that and pick up 2 of those. There was a collection called Sunkissed that I really liked. I saw quite a few of the vendors had some papers and embellishments from this collection, and I really liked this particular piece of paper. I thought this flowered piece of paper, or this floral piece of paper, was so pretty. So when I saw the stickers for it, these puffy stickers, I picked these up. These were on sale for $2.50. I got 2 of those. And then I picked up 2 pieces of this paper. Again, it was 50 cents for each piece of pattern paper in this one section. And then on the other side is this dark pink and light pink. I guess it's almost like a plaid or a stripe check. I'm not really sure. There was also this paper from the Sunkissed collection. It has a beautiful blue print on one side, and then on the other side is very colorful dot print on top of a wood grain print. I got 4 sheets of that. And then they also had the stickers for the Sunkissed collection, and those were on sale for $1.50. So I was really happy about that. So I picked that up to go with all my other Sunkissed items. And then there was this one sheet of paper. It has these dots on the back. It's very colorful. And on the front, it has just a very interesting, I thought, pattern and interesting images, the moon and this woman who seems to be doing a handstand on this flower. I'm not sure about those images, but I definitely think that I could get some use out of these really pretty patterns and colors that are in the background. So I thought for 50 cents, I'll pick it up and see what I could do with it. And then I also picked up this pack. This is an Echo Park paper pack. It is called Bark, and it has a whole bunch of dog-themed papers. And I have 3 dogs. I do a lot of scrapbooking pages of my dogs, so I'm always on the lookout for dog-themed papers and embellishments. I also went to a booth called My Craft Room, and when I go to conventions, I like to buy some things that are new that I wouldn't think to buy through the mail. I bought a bunch of dies from them, but I also bought these. I thought I would just kind of try them out, and they seem to be kind of a glitter paste, but there was something that was really unique about them. I saw some samples and I really liked them. This one's called Glitter Kiss. This is a color that's like a sandy gold color, and I thought that it was just so super pretty. I don't have any color that's like this, just to add a little bit of glitter to something. And then this is metallic gilding polish. I wasn't sure if it was kind of like a wax, but I don't have anything that is rose gold, and sometimes I need rose gold, so I thought I would try it out. I'll show you what they look like. So there's what that looks like, and then you can use it with the dauber that's on top. So it's kind of cool. It has a dauber just for this particular product. And then the way that they showed it was that they had a lot of embossed paper, and then they brushed this over the top. So I thought that I would play around with it. It certainly is beautiful. Let me show you the other one. So it's super pretty. I didn't feel I could really go wrong with these, but I wanted to give them a try. And like I said, I needed something that was rose gold, so I picked both of those up. I also picked up these dies. I really, really love tropical leaf dies in general. And I actually have already used this one on one of my layouts, and I just thought this was super pretty. I have another leaf that's like this that's bigger, and I have some that are smaller, but nothing this size. So I thought this was a good addition to my collection. And then this is something that's a little different. It's a die, but it's almost kind of like an embossing folder in a way. It will punch these like little teeny tiny images out. I feel that you would use it though in the same way that you would use an embossing folder, like on a whole sheet of paper, kind of as a background. They had two that I really liked, but I didn't want to get two of them because I've never used anything like this before. I wasn't sure how much use I would get out of it, so I thought I would try it out before buying both of them. This is from a company called Honeybee Stamps. I've never heard of them before. I really liked a lot of the products that they had, so I picked those two up. Here is a Pink Fresh Studio die. This is a branch, as you could see. I just like getting things like this. I like adding florals to my layouts. This one was, again, something that I really haven't seen anything super similar to, so I picked that up. And then Alta New makes such beautiful dies. I really liked this leaf set. You could see the theme. I just really like leaves, and I buy a lot of leaf dies. So these look very natural. A lot of times the dies don't look as natural as these. The leaf dies, they look very symmetrical, and these don't. So I liked that about them. So I picked these up. And then this was something that I just kind of treated myself to. It's a little bit different from any other die that I have. I just thought it was really beautiful. That's what it looks like when it's cut out. So I just thought that it was something that I would like to use, and I'm looking forward to trying that out. I also went to Cheap Scrapbook Stuff to pick up some supplies. I got a lot of pattern papers at this booth, and I got a few embellishments. They had buy 3 get 1 free, and they said that the stencils were included, so I picked up this stencil. I really like this stencil. I love these stencils that I could use in a background, and I love the combination of, it almost looks like sprinkles and dots and stars. I just thought that was one that I would get a lot of use out of. I also picked up the brads and the chipboard for the Holidays collection. I have picked up this piece of paper before, and I absolutely love it. So I never saw the collection, so I picked up some of the pattern papers and a few of the embellishments. Something about this collection, I'm just drawn to it. So I like the pink that's included, but I also like the way there are the traditional colors too. So these are the brads. And then this is the chipboard pack. And then this piece is back here. It just fell out. I also picked up at the other booth some items from this Simple Stories Sunkiss collection. So they had the chipboard, so I picked that up there too. And then I bought some pattern papers from 3 different collections. I used to buy a whole bunch of different papers from all different collections when I used to see those big boxes of pattern papers at scrapbooking conventions. But now I'm trying to buy things more in collections. I find that I like to have the matching embellishments and papers. And so the first collection that I bought papers for was Holidays, and like I said, I absolutely love this paper. I have some of it. I bought a little bit more of it just because I love it so much. I was fussy cutting out these flowers. I thought they were so pretty. On the other side it says fa la 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 la, but I will definitely be using this side. I love that paper. Here are some presents. I mainly bought 2 sheets of each paper. Looks like I picked up 3, probably by accident. And then on the other side is this green paper with some stars on it. I thought this was pretty, this checkered or plaid kind of paper. On the other side is a snowflake. Here are those Simple Stories cut apart sheets. These are the 4x6s on one side, and then this pink and red striped paper on the other side. I really like this paper. Here are some of the 3x4-inch cut aparts. Then on the other side of this one is this pretty print. Love that. With the holly berries. Here are some different size cut aparts. And on the other side is a pretty flower. Here are some poinsettias or poinsettias, however you pronounce it. And then on the other side is a green dot. Here is a pattern paper with some Santas, some ornaments, some bows, some stockings. And on the other side is this pink print that says ho ho ho. I had never seen this collection before. I just picked up a little bit of it. I don't have any of the embellishments for this, but I just fell in love with this paper. Isn't that just so beautiful? I really, really liked it. So I bought a number of these papers. I thought I could fussy cut these out, and some papers just call to me and say, fussy cut out these images. So I was thinking I would do that with these. And then I bought a few other papers. I didn't buy a lot to go along with it. I'm thinking I would just make a couple of layouts with this collection, but I thought that these were just really pretty. Like I said, I love those flowers. I just put one of this paper, it seems. And then I got this paper. By the way, this is called Happy Hearts, another Simple Stories collection. So yeah, I didn't go crazy buying lots of paper, but enough to make a few layouts. Cut apart sheets with a blue floral on the other side. Oh, I guess I really liked this one. I got 3 of this one. And then I thought this was super pretty also. That would be a nice background. Oh, that's the flip side of this paper. I didn't even look at the other side because I'm so in love with this side. But that's just one more sheet of that paper. I got 4 sheets. And then here's this candy ice cream themed paper. And on the other side is a pink dot. So here's that floral paper I bought at the other booth. I bought this paper first. I guess when I started the other booth, I thought, oh, it's really cheap. I'll buy a little bit more of it. So you saw that one already. Here are some rainbows on one side and the orange dot on the other side. Here are some cut aparts, the 4x6-inch cut aparts with a blue background and a red flower on the other side. Here are some cut aparts. Looks like 4x4 and this is maybe 1.5, something like that. I like this side. I like the blue background with all the different color hearts. Here are the 3x4-inch cut aparts with a blue paper on the other side and some various sized cards or cut aparts, and with a pink background and a sun on this side. Here are some tags with a lot of images on this side. Whoops. And then on the other side are tags that you could do some journaling on. Here's some sunglasses, and then a floral on the other side. And then you saw this sheet that I got this from the other booth. Here is a very beach-themed really colorful paper with some blue waves on the other side. And that's what I got from cheap scrapbook stuff. Finally, I went to the Kim Wolff Close to My Heart booth. She gave me a catalog. She also gave me this free stamp. She had a lot of images, and I looked through and I found this one hiding, and I thought this would be great for a background, my scrapbooking backgrounds. And then she had a whole section of, what did she call them? Previously loved. Previously loved stamp. She had stamps, she had dies. So while I was there, I saw these letters and I didn't get them, and I kept thinking about them, and I thought they were the perfect size, and I just really liked them. So I contacted her after I left the show, and she sent them to me, and I'm really glad I got them. I've already used them. They're a great size. I like the font. They go with pretty much anything. Previously loved is a fine with me. I don't think that really impacts, especially dies, right? They look the same, I'm sure, as when they were brand new. I am really happy I got those. I also got this stamp and die set. So these are the stamps that you get. And I thought they were a very good bargain. I am not too experienced with buying stuff from Close to My Heart, but I did think that this was a great buy. The stamps and then the matching dies. I just thought that they were a great buy, and I think that this is a great set for summer. I was particularly excited about this wave. So yeah, really, really liked these. And then I also picked these up. These are florals. Again, they are the stamps and the thin cuts, I guess they call the dies. And I thought that this was another really pretty set. There were a lot of images in here that I would definitely use. And I thought that this one was just really super pretty, and I could see using that a lot. But there are a lot of them in there that I think are great. And then, like I said, it has the matching dies. And then I didn't have anything that I was saying like, oh, I have to get this when I go to the show, except for one of these Versamats, I think they're called. I have one, and I wanted to have another one on hand. I use them all the time. I like putting my projects on them and working on them, so I picked up another one of them. That's the last thing that I got at this convention. I really had a great time. I treated myself a little bit. I haven't been to a scrapbooking convention in a little bit of time, so like I said, really enjoyed going there and actually seeing the product, and it's always great to see things in person. So I really hope that you enjoyed seeing that. I really enjoyed the convention. Oh, and wait, there's one other thing. You might recognize this pack of stickers. It's from the Dollar Tree. They were giving these out as prizes. They had some trivia questions, and the trivia question that I got right was about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which is one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. So both my husband and I were able to answer the trivia questions that they had, and it was nice. They gave us our pick of some different stickers. So it was really fun. I want to thank my husband for driving me 4 hours there and 4 hours back in the same day, and for being a great sport all day. I hope that you enjoy this video. I'll put any information that I have about the vendors in the description box. I don't have any affiliation with anybody, but just in case you're interested in anything that you saw today, I thought that it would be nice to have that information if you would like to look into anything more. But I hope that everybody has a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me till the end, and I will see you again soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.